And joining us now is Legal Crisis Manager Lanny Davis, who was special counselor to President Bill Clinton in the White House. Great to have you with us, Lanny.
Thank you.
So when you look at this situation, Bloomberg News is now reporting Rupert Murdoch is considering stepping down. Is that something you would encourage him to do at this point?
I think sooner or later he's going to have to take responsibility, whether that's stepping down or actually ordering a full investigation involving his family, his editors, everyone. The only question now is full transparency versus the legal concerns that everyone's going to have not to be fully transparent. As we speak, that's the tension going on in the strategic room advising Murdoch.
That is the tension, because on the one hand, you can be totally open from a PR perspective, but you run into legal troubles down the way. What do you recommend he does?
Well, they have one of the best people around to run this crisis management, and that's Joel Klein. Used to run the New York City school system and had service in the Clinton White House. So he combines the legal perspective, being careful, get the facts first, versus the public relations and political perspective, get the story out quickly. I'm sorry to say that apologizing is chapter 2. Chapter 1 is getting the facts completely out. And right now, as we speak, that tension's going on in the war room, I suspect, over in London.
Do you believe he can save himself and his empire if he plays this out according to a plan that you might put in place?
It's going to be difficult, but I think Mr. Murdoch has started out in the right way by apologizing and taking responsibility. But the next step, and the one I would have said should go first, is get the entire story out, even if it includes his own family, and then getting the facts out, doing what we call a Geraldine Ferrara, which is to call the press in, answer every question, and try to get the story behind him.
When you talk about his family, his son James is with the company, as is he, obviously. Rebecca Brooks also going to police, facing charges of her own. What kind of criminal liability could those three face in all of this?
Well, there are several possible crimes, and it might be over here in Murdoch-owned properties in the States, so he has to be worried about that too. It's certainly a crime to hack into people's voicemail. There are privacy issues. There are criminal statutes against hacking into computers. So there is a possibility of criminal prosecution, which is why Mr. Klein has to be careful in exposing people to criminal liability. But right now, Mr. Murdoch should have one and only one goal: get everything out as quickly as possible. Who, what, when, where, and why.
Lanny Davis, thank you. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.